I'm with DiGiacomo Painting, started by Denise a little over 30 years ago. My name is Leanne, and we paint. For over the years, most of the employees, about 95%, is family. And that includes cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, mothers, you name it, a little bit of everybody has worked for Denise, including exes. Those people who were dating, who are now exes, they have worked. So a little bit of everybody within the family has worked for her over the years. What's really good though, especially for all the younger kids, because I'm talking about they're starting at 12, 13 years old, they can all paint their own houses. And they have, or they know how to paint, they know what to do, and especially by the standards that we keep, that Denise has set up. So it's invaluable knowledge that they have gained just by going to work. Granted, at 12 and 13 years old, they weren't really thrilled about it, but if you see them now, they really are amazing at what they do. We're a small business. All you guys are small businesses. You know what it's like. What we've been battling now for several years is cheap labor. It's been killing us. You get people who come in and they're willing to do something for maybe half the cost. It hurts us because we're losing business. And what we try to explain to people is you're going to get exactly what you pay for. If you're going to pay $100 for a paint job, that's what you're going to get. You can go out in any neighborhood in this city and look at the outside of houses, and what you're going to see is splotches and light spots. You saved money, but I'll guarantee you within a year or two, you're going to call somebody back. We never, ever water paint. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is prevalent in the industry. Paint's gone up drastically in the last few years, so people do it. We do not. One of the things we've seen, because a lot of what we do commercial painting, we do a lot of rentals. And we go in, and we're the ones who go in, we can do any of the patching on the walls, and then we paint. But what a lot of painters will do, they'll look at the walls, they'll put the paint on, it may not quite match. If it was flat and they put a gloss on, it's done. I'm gonna tell you what, you walk in that house, you're gonna see it. Now Denise tints. It's a very painstakingly slow process, well worth the time and the money. What ends up happening, most of your houses probably have maybe one or two colors on the walls. We've been in houses that every single room is a different color. Now, if the paint is sitting in the garage, good for us. About 80% of the time, it is not there. So what she ends up doing is has to get, let's say a base, let's say it's a blue wall. Well, to you and me, it looks blue. She's got a good enough eye that she'll look and say there's a little green, little brown. So what happens is she'll start tinting. And what you do is you will take a small spot on the wall, that's the tints, and you put a dab on it. Now you have to wait and you have to let it dry. Not quite right, add a little bit of white, a little bit of brown, a little bit of blue, whatever it is. So yes, we've all had the privilege of watching paint dry. Every one of us. So what happens is over that period of time, okay, now we finally match the color, now we can go ahead and paint. Like I said, it's a very slow process. We do interiors, we do exteriors. We've done everything from shopping malls to small houses. We've done million-dollar houses. We've painted fan blades. We've painted block wall. If we can put paint on it, we'll do it. We will do it. We always use very good quality paint, mainly because we don't want to come back. If we do, we want you to tell us and tell your friends, and that's how a lot of our business comes back to us. We do your house, you tell somebody, or we'll do your commercial property. That's how we've done it over these years, so we're always open to that. The one thing we do above anything, and this is Denise's standards, is we do pay attention to detail above everything. I'll give you an example. We recently did a house where we did one room. It was a pretty blue. What the customer wanted was a series of almost like mountains. So we had to literally tape them off, line them up, and then you tape them, and then you do your two different colors, the blue room, the white lines. We have pictures in there. Once you're done, you let it dry, you have to remove the paint. I'm sorry, the tape. This is it. So what Denise did afterwards, and what she has everybody do, is you take a paintbrush, not a paintbrush, a paintbrush, and we would go over every single line, checking for any bleeding. So when we leave, it's gonna look good, you're gonna be happy. The only thing we ask is this. I'm sure everybody wants their house painted. Please call us before June. It's not really a fun time to go out and paint. Oh, we'll do it. It's not the best time to. And that's what we do. Like I said, we're small businesses. We need the work. You guys need the work. And we've been battling against higher prices and a lot of cheap labor. But when we leave, we do it right. Any questions?